Hello, guys. Welcome to Altcoin Apex, your daily analysis about altcoins, Bitcoin dominance. And today's video, we'll be talking about Algorand, a little bit about Trumpcoin, Bitcoin dominance, and some about Ethereum. Why about Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum is that they are usually the market leaders, and whatever they do, altcoins tend to follow. However, at this moment, Algorand seems to be outperforming most of the other altcoins, including Ethereum. So we'll come to that. Right now, I was just checking Algorand's partnerships, what they're doing in Syria, in African countries, and it's actually massive. Their partnerships are a lot. Maybe that's the case. They have new, unique partners that are driving the price and the technology is being used. A lot of stable coins are being built as well. So if you look at the coin market cap quickly, we give back as a whole $200 billion from the market. It was, if you look here, we had total market cap of all altcoins was 2.7 trillion. It was 2.71, and right now what we're seeing is about 2.54, which is about $200 billion less than what it used to be. And of course, market leaders are still the same. We'll not be taking too much a deep look into it, but let's go to the chart. We will start with Algorand in this video, and then we'll work our way into Trumpcoin. What I'm looking at is a classic trading range and at the same time beautiful W formation. Anyone who knows charts, this W formation is an opposite of M formation, and it's a bullish pattern. Right now we're having the retest, actually like a pullback into the 21 SMA. And if you look at this here, I'm gonna rectangle box it. You are looking at this three bullish candles. We might follow with the one red candle after that and then push up. But the more likely scenario on a W formation is retest of the upper resistance, because the previous, the recent low was higher than the previous low. So we have this W formation. And why it's bullish is it's the opposite of bearish formation, which is M pattern, like this. So the high, the recent high, it's normally lower than the previous high. If you look at this, this is the recent high is lower than the previous high, and this is an M formation. Right now we're seeing the W formation, which is exactly opposite of this M formation. And it is more likely to test the upper band, the resistance right here on the 4 hourly or 1 hourly chart, and then have a decent pullback, probably to 3-4% and maybe 5%, all the way to 18.5. So if we hit the target about 19.5 cents, there will be a likely pullback to 18 and 18.5 cents. That's about 4.5 to 5% short opportunity. Right now, it's a good time to long, depending on a lower time frame, if we stay above the 21 SMA, which we are at the moment. Currently, if you look at it, let me remove this one. If you look at it, we are above the 21 SMA, which is a very important moving average for us. And the W formation is actually working out perfectly. Our next resistance zone is going to be right here around 19 and 19.5 cents, and then likely pullback. Macro, of course, we are heavily oversold, but Algorand has been performing pretty well comparing to other altcoins. If you take a look, let's go to Ethereum's chart. Ethereum, the problem with Ethereum is that in the smaller time frames, we haven't even gone to this first point of resistance, which Algorand is already at. When Algorand is 17, 18 cents, Ethereum supposed to be at least at 1700, 1800 zone, which is something like this, and then consolidate here, do this kind of formation before we pierce through and ultimately run above this trend line that I have drawn for a long time. So in this way, Algorand, in my opinion, it's looking more bullish than bearish. Now let's take a look at Trumpcoin. I wish I shorted this coin a long time ago when it was, I don't know, $60+. I had an opinion about it, but then I didn't short it. Now I'm regretting it, but it's fine. Trumpcoin on the 4 hourly, we're looking pretty bullish. We have similar structure with Algorand. We're above the SMA 21 on the 4 hourly. This is a good sign. If you look at it, it's a very good sign because this shows momentum. And as soon as you go below it, it's better to exit your position and wait until we come back. Let's go to 1 hour chart. At 1 hourly chart, we're above 21 SMA, which is awesome. And the momentum is moving upwards even with the RSI. What I'm looking at is the previous resistance zone. The immediate resistance we have is right here. Give me 1 second. It's about this area. It's not going to be walk in the park to pass from this zone, which is about $9 to $10. So $9 to $10. The thing is, we have this huge fair value gap created. We might even reach that and then come back down. If we can hold support above $9, that's pretty bullish. Let's go to 4 hourly chart. It gives us more story. So this is our first point of resistance. Again, it's looking more bullish than bearish. However, we need to watch the price carefully because macro conditions, the tariff and all that is happening. It will hinder with its performance. So the next immediate resistance after we clear this zone is probably we're going to pierce through and then end up, because here, if you look at it, we had a huge 4 hourly price action. This around 10.7, yeah, almost to $11, you could say, because of this fair value gap. This is our next resistance zone. It's not going to be walk in the park, but take it one at a time. In my opinion, we will be retesting $9.50 before we retest the $7.50. So, well, it could go both ways. It's not like guaranteed, but as long as we stay above the moving averages, 21 SMA to be exact, on the shorter time frames, 1 hourly, 4 hourly, the momentum is on our side. So first $8.50, then $9.50 should be coming our way. Assuming Bitcoin dominance, here, take a look. Bitcoin dominance, I drew this line that I projected. It's almost like a fractal, basically, from my own perspective, how it might play out. This is Bitcoin dominance, guys. And what might happen is we created this high previously, which we got rejected heavily. And now we had a similar structure right here, and we're getting rejected. We pulled back already to exact area where I thought we would pull back, but then we should see one more push to around 64%-ish and then fall. Next support for Bitcoin dominance is around this area, about 62.5% zone. So take the chart as a zones than just line, because it's not going to be that precise. So if you take it as a zone, next target 64%, then all the way back to 62%. From then onwards, we'll see how it reacts. So when we go to 64%, what happens with Trumpcoin is that there is a possibility we might retest this area again. Look at it. this zone hopefully will hold, but we might retest one more time, and that should be like a triple bottom for a while, and then retest something like this. So if this is more like a W, same like Algorand's formation, let's say, and then now we're retesting, like a pulling back to this neckline, and then follow through with a $9 price range. So this could be the possibility. That's what I'm looking at least in the short term time frame. So if I'm trading, I'll be always watching the price to stay above the 21 SMA, take a trade. As soon as it goes below the 21 SMA, you need to be exiting the market. Your stop loss should be right close by. In any case, guys, I hope you like this kind of content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's helping my channel grow, and I'm reaching out more people, helping with their trades. See you on the next one.